Hi, everybody, it's Paul Long, and I want to share with you a question that I get asked a lot by estate agents and letting agents relating how to create powerful e-guides which generate regular seller, landlord, buyer, and even tenant leads on a regular basis. So a lot of agents will ask me, how do we know if we're creating a really good guide? We follow something called the SAGE acronym, and I thought I'd share it with you. So let's just show you this. So the SAGE acronym is something that was shown to me some time ago, and this stands for SAGE. So S stands for short, and we suggest that you create a PDF, a cheat sheet, or something which is only a few pages long, which someone can consume with a few minutes. And the reason for that is nowadays people are looking for snackable content. They haven't got a lot of time nowadays compared to perhaps in the past. So they want to be able to consume information very quickly if possible. So creating short PDFs, checklists that only take a few minutes long work very well. A stands for actionable. Give them a step to take and action towards a result. So a lot of people want to obviously get from A to Z. Just get them to A to B. Make sure that they're achieving something and perhaps getting further than they've ever got. And then they're going to come back to you to obviously try and get to the end goal or objective they're trying to achieve. So definitely get them A to Z, and then they'll be coming back to you because obviously you've helped them get further than they've ever got. G stands for goal oriented. Make sure that your guide or your checklist is based around an objective or goal. And E stands for easy to implement. Make sure that whatever your guide is about or your checklist is easy to implement by that person who's downloading it. Don't give them something very complicated or something that takes a very long time. Just give them something that's easy to implement. Make them feel that they've achieved something. Then I can guarantee they're going to come back to you to try and move along to what they're trying to achieve. So really powerful acronym there, the SAGE acronym. Make sure you use that to create your guides or your checklists. The other question I get asked is, how can we promote that guide? What's the best way to promote it? Well, the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you've got a system in place where someone can hand over their details in return from that guide. You don't just want to give a link on social media and say, there you go, there it is. You want to make sure that for them to obtain that valuable information, they've at least got to hand over some information. That might be their email address, might be their name, telephone number, whatever you decide, you need a system for that to take place. Now, there's two very popular ways. There are other ways, but the most two popular ways are either perhaps using Facebook adverts and using something called a lead advert, or using the lead objective, or send them to a landing page where they can hand over the details off Facebook. Now, the first way, which is a lead advert using the lead objective in Facebook, is where Facebook will pretty much give you the tools that you need to get someone to hand over their details. So Facebook will allow you to build a form, like a landing page within Facebook, and someone with a few clicks can hand over their name, email address, or phone number, and it will actually auto-populate when they see the form. So that means they don't even have to type anything. It's pulled in from their Facebook profile. So very quick, high converting advert, and a great way if you don't want to spend money on perhaps creating a landing page. Now, the other way is to send traffic from social media and Facebook to a landing page. This is where you're going to have to use software like ClickFunnels, or get your web developer to create a landing page. And on that landing page, they'll see a form which they can type their details in. So they actually have to type their details in. They can submit. And the most powerful thing about a landing page, it does give you the opportunity to have an upsell or another message on the thank you page. So if you think about it, once someone downloads the content, they're going to be pushed onto a thank you page, and at that point you can have a message which is either to get someone to book an appointment, upsell them, make them an offer, whatever you decide to use. But it's a very powerful place to have that message and trying to get them to take action. So a few ideas there to consider. Think about your guide. That's one thing. You've got to attract people's attention. You've got to make sure it's the right guide. But then you do need to consider how you're going to be distributing that guide, and have you got a system in place which is going to obviously obtain people's details in exchange for that actual guide. Hope that helps. As always, if you want to learn more about Facebook advertising and lead generation, click the link that you'll find in this video or article, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Thanks then.